For any of you that haven't been here before, welcome to the eBusiness Boss channel. My name's Nick, I'm a full-time Amazon seller, and today I'm going to be showing you how I use a specific tool to ensure my listings are able to compete with the competition. Now, if you don't know about this tool, then you are putting yourself at a serious disadvantage. I realised, although I think I've spoken about this tool before, I've never really given you guys an in-depth, over-the-shoulder view of how I use it to my advantage. So we're just going to jump straight into it. I'm not going to waste any time today. The product example I'm looking at here is a cigar ashtray. So let's pretend that you've been doing some research and you've highlighted cigar ashtray as a potential product that you think you could source and you think you could compete with the people already selling these types of products. So I've gone down the page and I've already found an example just to speed this up for you guys. And it's this one here. So on this listing, they've only got, just over 200 reviews. So it is a fair few reviews, but it's a pretty simple product. So their images, don't look great. I think they could do a much better job with those. And yeah, I think this is a potential market you could look at. This is a product I pick on quite a bit, to be honest. So using the Helium 10 Chrome extension, let's see what this product is doing on a monthly basis. Now, the Chrome extension isn't going to be the tool I'm going to talk about today. Although I've just used it here to check the sales, I'm going to be showing you how I use Cerebro. And I use it in a number of ways, but there's so much you can learn about any Amazon listing by using Helium 10's tool, which is called Cerebro. So I'm going to show you exactly how you can use it so you can start getting results for you and your Amazon business. So this cigar ashtray, it's doing $22,000 a month. It doesn't look like a bad product. So yeah, that's not too bad at all. Not too bad. Okay, so what I would do from this point is we need to find out, where is this listing pulling in those sorts of numbers from? How are people finding this product on Amazon? And for that, we need to know which keywords they're ranking for, because the majority of sales that any listing is generating on Amazon is a result of the organic keyword positions. So obviously people run PPC as well, but the products that are doing the best are pulling in the majority of their sales organically. Okay, so as you'll see, I've got the Helium 10 Chrome extension installed, which gives me a load of useful information. This is called a keeper graph, and yeah, what we're looking at here is this pink line. So the lower this pink line goes, the more sales on any particular day. Okay, so as you start to see the pink line dropping here, it means this product's becoming more popular. And we can look over the course of 90 days or a year to see what the demand looks like over the course of 12 months. So this is a useful thing to do. But from this point, we want to find out, like I say, where is this listing gaining all of its attention from? So this is where we click on this button here, keywords, okay? And this takes us directly to Cerebro, all right? Now, I've already done this, and it will automatically, when you click that button, pull in, this is the ASIN for this particular listing. And this is where everything starts to become quite interesting, because using Cerebro, we can determine exactly where this product is sitting in Amazon's search engine. So which keywords are pulling in the traffic. So let's head over. Now, there's a few filters I'll talk about in a moment, but what they're doing first is they're pulling up all of the keywords that this product is ranking in position 1 for. All of these ones here, okay? So this is where they're bringing in the majority of their sales. And this, we can use this information to verify, obviously, where a product's getting its traffic from. But if we're wanting to sell this product, we're getting so much useful information here to determine what keywords we should put in our title, what keywords need to be in our listing. And yeah, life becomes very, very interesting and much easier when you use a tool like this. When we started Amazon, we guessed, and you don't have to guess, so don't. So let's talk about a few more of these columns. Now, what I would usually do, I would use the advanced filters here, and all we really want to see are keywords that this product is ranking, organically between, say, position 1 and position 20, because it depends on the browser's sort of setup. It depends if they're on mobile, they're going to see less, but Amazon will show any user up to 20 results on page 1. And this does vary depending what browser you're using. But we've instantly sorted out some of the best keywords here because we're only interested in the keywords that this product's being seen for. So that makes sense. That's why we sort it up to organic rank 20. Okay. Now let's look. So we can search, we can find out which keywords are bringing in the most search volume. And this is where it gets very, very interesting. So the reason this product is doing so well, there looks like there are two particular keywords that are pulling in a lot of traffic. And let's talk about them. So the top one here is very broad and very sort of specific, to this product, and that's just cigar ashtrays. So this seller is ranking in position 7. So that's pretty good. It's not right at the top, but it's pretty good. And there are 33,000 people searching this keyword, putting this exact keyword into Amazon on a monthly basis. Now, it also tells us more interesting information that I want you to use, and this is competing products. So the less competing products there are for this keyword, the better chance you've got at ranking for it. Okay, so we want a number here that's quite low, and obviously the higher the search volume, usually the more competitive it's going to be. So it depends. If you found a market with really low levels of competition, that won't be the case. But that's the general rule of thumb. All right. So I think this keyword's quite interesting, and this is cigar ashtray outdoor. So this gives us a specific angle on this product. It tells us that there are people out there that are specifically looking for an outdoor version of a cigar ashtray. And to be honest, any cigar ashtray might be able to be used outdoors, but we can really play on this with our images, with our, obviously, title and our copy. So our listing, how we communicate with those customers. So there, already by using this tool, we found a product angle that we could go down. So really playing around the fact that our ashtray is to be used outdoors, and we could use pictures to show it in a number of outdoor locations that people might resonate with. All right. So the higher this number is here, okay, Cerebro IQ score, the better the keyword is, all right? And Cerebro's IQ score, it's their own, Helium 10's own sort of internal algorithm that they've come up with to grade keywords. So it's a pretty good indication, and it takes all of these factors into account. Now, there's some more data I want you guys to be aware of here. So let's have a look. With cigar ashtray outdoor, we might even highlight that as our primary keyword that we want in our title, and we want to use, throughout our listing, really. But the title historically holds the most weight in Amazon's eyes. Okay, so if that's the keyword you want to go after, make sure you use that in your title. Now, let's have a look. Across here, we've got another column that's called CPR 8 Days Giveaway. So this stands for Cerebro Product Rank. It's a method and a way that Helium 10 have come up with that can allow you to rank on page 1. This is what we use to launch products. And if we wanted to be on page 1 for this keyword here, Helium 10 is telling us we need 136 sales over the course of 8 days in order to be on page 1. Now, years ago, you could have used discounted coupons and just given away loads of products, 136, and you would have been on page 1. So it has become more difficult. You're going to need to use, obviously, PPC. You're going to need to use something like a rebate launch campaign using ManyChat or something like that, because really you're going to need full price purchases to get on page 1. Okay, so for us, and if you're just starting out, this is going to be very, very difficult, in my opinion, unless you've got real sort of marketing expertise. But it's interesting because we can see this listing is number 1 for this keyword. So that's such useful data. And we'd go through and we'd see here, a lot of these we'd probably want to use because this is a really good comparable product. All right. So from this point, what we can do is export this data, and you can put it into a spreadsheet. Now, if any of you guys have watched my videos before, you'll know we sort these all into a master spreadsheet. We take 3 competitors, and then we filter all of our results down until we find our top keywords, our master keyword list. So I'll leave, you can see at the top of the screen, the link to that method. If you want to watch that, watch it after this video because there's still some important stuff. Now, another useful tool, and you won't get this with every Helium 10 plan, but certainly a tool we use, is called Frankenstein. So we could take all of these keywords, we've sorted them from 1 to 20, and export them to Frankenstein. Now it will take a moment to load up, and this is really, really useful because they've told us here that we've got 661 words, and what we could do is sort of filter these down a little bit more. So we might want to remove common words. Let's see. So even removing just common words there, we've removed this. We've changed this from 661 to 156. So we know that these keywords it's essential that we have these in our listing. And this is really useful when it comes to optimizing your back-end keywords. You can use Frankenstein to very quickly process those keywords and give you the exact information you need, well, with a few clicks. So we use a number of these tools to make sure we're building out precise listings that are built around keyword data, because any decision you're making on Amazon needs to be a data-driven decision. Okay, so I think that's really, really important. Now, Cerebro is probably my favorite tool Helium 10 offer, and we use most of their tools on a daily basis, or a member of our team will. And I hope that this video has brought you some value and you can see how we use Cerebro to sort through keyword data. So if we're thinking about selling a particular product, we will reverse ASIN search their ASIN, okay, which is here. We've used this product example to find out exactly which keywords are pulling in all their traffic. Then we'll filter it down so that we're only shown any keywords that they're ranking position 1 to 20 for. And that's going to give us really, really valuable data, and we can start making decisions, because we might look at this data and decide, well, this is going to be too competitive for us. We're not going to be able to rank. Or we might decide to start with a keyword like, let's have a look. We've even got here silicone ashtrays. Okay, so it can give us a different product angle. So we know from the data here that over 1,000 people a month are searching for silicone ashtrays in Amazon. And to be on page 1, we only actually need to sell 32 of these at full price to be on page 1. So if we come up with a silicone ashtray that is better than the competition's, or even one that's as good as, well, we're going to have a very good chance of ranking on page 1 if we're confident we can get those sales. And yeah, this product here, which isn't a silicone ashtray, it looks like a sort of stony ashtray, is position 7. All right, so it's not going to be too competitive. So those are the most important columns we use in Cerebro. Cerebro IQ score is a really, really good indication, and this is how we build a picture really of if a keyword is worth going after. Okay, now if you do want to use Helium 10 and Cerebro, maybe you've just come here to see how Cerebro works, you've heard people talk about it. The pricing as standard is $97 a month, nearly $200 a month, or nearly $400 a month for Elite. Now, using our coupon, which is eBoss50, you can get the first month half price. Okay, so if you just want to give this tool a try and you think you could do a load of damage in a month, then use eBoss50 and get a month half price. And then if you don't want it anymore, well, you haven't lost out. If you decide that you think Helium 10 could be really, really useful to you in the long term, I'd recommend using eBoss10, which will give you 10% off for life. And when we signed up to Helium 10, we used our mentors 10% off coupon, and it's how we save money every month. So I wanted you to know that rather than paying full price. And yeah, if you do go on and use that, make sure you're aware we will make a commission, and it's how we keep this useful content on the blog and the YouTube channel coming. So yeah, just wanted to be completely transparent about that. So guys, I hope you found that useful. If you've got any questions, please ask away in the comments below. There'll be another useful video coming from us very soon. Thanks.